Right, Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, and to the Bayashat Dabadat, the house of David. I'm Maya Shatab.
I'm Karatazai.
I'm Kalam.
Coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, with a lesson today that the brother Kalam has put together.
Just call it.
All right, yeah, you just call it out, and you got a title for it. That's all right. How about Shemi Al-Shire provide a title after it? All right, but hey, Lord willing is edifying gun to the body.
Okay.
But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these scripts.
Come on, let's hit Proverbs 30 and 4. And then Exodus 3.
All right, I'll go ahead and grab it.
You got Proverbs?
Yeah, I can grab it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 4, and it reads, who hath ascended up unto heaven, who have or descended, who hath gathered the wind in his fist, who hath bound the waters in his garment, who hath established all the ends of the earth. What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou can't tell?
Right. So these are questions that they're asking, right? Who did all these things? Which we know who did all these things is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. The Father name, which is Yahweh, He exists. All right. And even in order to get the names, right, you have to find it in Pele Hebrew, right? It's the what's the word I'm trying to say? The language is the pure language. All right. And then Yahweh Shai, his son, all right, is Yahweh Shai, which is he delivers, he is salvation, okay? Those are the true names of the power. Yahweh, all right? Bahashem is in the name of Yahweh Shai is the son, all right? That's our power's name. There's no other names, no Jesus Christ, no Buddhas, no nothing, all right? His name is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right? There's no other names, there's no other beings, there's no other did anything of creating anything, which Yahweh created all things by creating his son, who his son created all things with 144,000. All right.
You want me to read down on that?
No, I had Exodus.
I got Proverbs just 30 and 4.
Yeah.
God, what's next?
You got Matthew 1:7. You got Exodus 15.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, come.
This is Exodus 3 and verse 15, and it reads, you want it 3 and 13, right?
Yeah, 3 and 13.
3 and 13. It says, and Moses said unto the Most High, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the power of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them?
So this encounter, when Moses was being asked by Yahweh Shimei Shai, all right, to go, free his people, all right, he was asking, well, what is the name? Because when I go and say, your power sent me to come get you, then they're going to ask, well, what is his name? Because you know how Jake is, stiff-necked reprobates, all right? They always turn their nose to everything. So with Jake, you got to be real specific of letting them know what's the get down, all right? So Moses was asking, what is your name? Which Yahweh says, I am that I am, which that is a title by I am is really saying he exists, Yahweh. That's what he's letting them know. My name is Yahweh, all right? Yahweh Shemi Shai is really big on his name, man, all right? He's really big on his name, and his name first and foremost, because that's where the fear is. All right, that's where it starts with his name. All right, Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Because Yahweh said, I endure all things for my name's sake.
Come.
Right, roughly paraphrasing scripture. It is Yahweh. It is Yahweh, through his only begotten Son. All right, that he manifested and made flesh, all right, and spoke him and created him into existence, and his son created everything else.
Come.
All right, so it is by his name's sake, all right, that he has done all this, all right, for the glorification of himself, all right, first and foremost, in his name.
He said everything in his name for my name's sake. He's not doing it for no other reason, for his name's sake.
Right, and that goes into his reputation.
Okay.
Right, his name really just, is going into his reputation.
Right, because hey, there's nothing more precious than a good name. All right, hey, why? Because kingdoms were built off of a good name, and kingdoms fall off of a bad name. All right, and the existence of essence of life is by the name of Yahweh. He is, he to be, he exists. All right, and by his name he created Yahweh Shai. He saves, he delivers, he is salvation. All right, all by that one name. The one name of Yahweh. Hey, all things were created.
All things were.
Okay. Slakio, you called for 48, right?
I'm not there.
Yeah. So I'll just go ahead. You got it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Exodus 3:14. It says, and Yahweh, and the power said unto Moses, I am that I am, and he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you. And the power said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh, power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, the power of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations.
So that right there show you that Yahweh never changed his name, ever. All right, it's Yahweh, and it's gonna stay Yahweh. All right, and now you know that Yahweh is only for the house of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right, and speckled birds that follow line. All right, that go back to our forefathers, like the brother just said. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? He's the God of Israel. He's not the God of the world, all right? So Moses, when he went to the people, he let them know, Yahweh sent me, man. So they knew, because they heard that name once before.
All right. This is Genesis 48.
Genesis 15. Oh, no, we got 3 is Matthew 1 and 21. So we know now that Yahweh, like you said, because Yahweh in all caps, when you see the Lord in the word, all right, definitely in King James 16:11, when you see the Lord in caps, that's speaking of Yahweh. And when you see lowercase, that's speaking of Yahweh Shai, all right? And you can tell the difference from the Father and the Son, even in the scripts, man, all right? And you got to watch and see that these are 2 different identities, man. There's not no 1 and 3 like the Trinity, like these Christians like to say.
Kind of, it's like not always, but the Lord in all caps, it reads His name in the Hebrew. The translator. Sometimes the Lord just it's still speaking of Yahweh, but it's just not capitalized. It's not His name. When you see Lord in all caps, right there. It's Yahweh. All right. Sometimes it'll say, Lord, Lord God.
Right.
Also God in all caps is Yahweh too. And in most cases.
Right. Because we know this devil has done a number with this book. But hey, that's why Yahweh Shem Yahushai says, hey, study to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth. All right. Hey, this is so that we have the understanding and the ability through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, through the Ruach HaKodesh, all right, that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has bestowed upon brothers. Okay? That we may have the understanding out of this book. All right? This is going to be the book of Matthew, chapter 1 and verse 21. You said 1 and 21?
Yeah,
1 and 21, and it reads, and she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai. All right, that word right there is Jebus. All right, but it's Yahweh Shai, the true name of the Son, for he shall save his people from their sins.
You see that? It said Yahweh Shai. All right, so the son's name is Yahweh Shai, which that was a very common name back in those days, because even Joseph? Name was Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, Joshua.
Shalaki. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Joshua.
Shai.
Yeah, So you can tell that that's a common name, but with that name, as you said, it says save his people, all right? And Yahweh Shai means he delivered, he is salvation.
Yeah.
Well, who is he saving? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Seminole Indians of the elect on this go around, which we know the whole house of Israel is saved, Romans 11:26. But on this go around, it's for the elect, man, because he's caring about the elect, because 2/3 of you don't want to get right, man. And you don't care for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? You don't even call on Yahweh Shai. You still call on the Jeebus, man, which
Right.
we know, man, the joke's up, man. Everybody knows that's not it no more, man.
Right. Hey, and for the scoffers and the mockers out there, they say, hey, his name, right? You don't, it is not, what is it? Jesus.
Mhm.
All right. Jesus it translates to what? All right. Hey, translates to Jesus, but other people have carried that name before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The difference is the spirit. All right. The name that is connected to that spirit. All right. That was the Lamb without blemish for the nation of Israel. Okay. So I just wanted to make that point
Yeah.
right there. Like the brother said, the name is common. All right. You know, it was a common name,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the spirit that it was connected to and ordained by.
Come
All right. Which is Yahweh. He ordained it, to Yahweh Shai for the purpose of salvation unto his nation.
Come.
All right.
And you can tell what the names of Israel. They're very what's the word I'm trying to say? They're more their action.
Right.
meaning
Yeah, meaning of action.
the
Yeah,
meaning
come.
behind the name
Mhm.
is called an omen nomen.
Omen.
You know, when you know that name, you know, given to you is a character, you know, characteristics of what, you know, who you were.
God.
You know, like Joshua was, you know, Hawashai, it was his, you know, that translates to deliverer.
Mhm.
All right, did not Joshua lead the nation into the promised land?
Come. Right after Moses. Yeah. 'Cause,
Well,
yeah. Well, Moses couldn't go, but
Right.
Joshua was able to.
Right. He was the one to carry the torch
Yeah.
thereafter,
Mhm.
right.
and that was
But he actually
that's
led
an
them
omen
into
nomen.
into the land.
So
Yeah.
that right there shows you, right? That's gonna happen again. That Yahweh Shai is gonna take, you know, he's gonna beam up the elect. Lord willing, we are part of that. All like everything that happened in the scripts happens before in timing. Like for examples,
right, because it was written. Hey, everything happened aforetime happened for everything written aforetime is for our learning.
Romans 15 and 4.
Gone.
You know, and just like I was thinking I had like 4 different things to say, but I lost it. So go ahead.
You got Acts, Acts 5:31.
There are multiple things I wanted to speak on. I didn't
Lord willing, he
slip
comes
my
back.
mind
Yeah.
before I got it. Just like in Matthew 1:21, it says, "For he shall, you know, deliver his people."
Mm-hmm.
You know, that goes into the omen nomen of Yahushua.
Mm-hmm.
Moses, Messiah, drawn out of water. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he was actually drawing out the water. You know, when his mother threw him in there. You know, to avoid being
Murdered by throwing in there by
Yeah.
the crocodiles or alligators.
When it,
well, that's
yeah, well, that's
you're
just
thinking of
the
Prince of Egypt.
yeah. You're thinking the depiction.
Oh, what?
You're thinking
hold on.
like the depiction, but yeah, when he was thrown in the river, right, and knowing and understanding, hey, there are perilous things in that river.
Yeah.
Anything could
Even
happen.
in that movie Prince of Egypt, that was still, you know, spiritual because, you know, it's almost like the elect today, you know, as it says, you know, that broad is the way of destruction.
Gone. And narrows the path.
gate.
Mhm.
Gone. Hey, and matter of fact, it
By the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed. You know, we withstood all these perils, you know, to make it to where we're at now.
Come.
right, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hey, is yet given another example. All right, each and every day and each and every moment, and hey, when Moses smote the rock, all right, he drew water from the rock.
Mhm.
Okay? Even though, hey, that essentially, that's what he got in trouble for, why he didn't get to enter the promised land.
Yeah, he didn't get in trouble. Well, and to clarify in that story, he got in trouble for not giving praise.
Oh, that's what I was gonna clarify.
Yeah.
But you just wrapping it up.
Not giving praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, saying that he did it himself. But going into that, what's the significance of that? He cracked open the rock. Yahweh Shai is that rock.
Come and that living
With
water.
the living water.
With that living water. Even that right there was symbolic.
Right. It's always Yahweh Shem Yahushai has always shown a similitudes in the scriptures for what he has planned. All right, in his purpose and his will. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not a what do they call it? Is not a joker. Let's just say it like that. He's not a joker. His word is assured, and his testimony is stands on solid foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and purposeful.
Yep.
He's not a power to lie.
God, he's not a man of not lie.
All right. You said he's not a power to lie, or nor the Son of Man. All right. It is Yahweh who has ordained all these things. Okay. And matter of fact, he gave Yahweh Shai the ability to walk perfect when it was his due season and due time.
Yeah.
All right. In perfection.
Only one.
Okay. So you scoffers out there, you know not the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Nope.
All right? When he said, be ye perfect as I am perfect,
yeah.
What is he going to do for the elect? Lord willing, with those men, he's going to make the men perfect. He's going to make the nation of Israel perfect.
Yeah.
It's like, would it be like spinning images of him?
Gone.
That's basically what it turns down to. Being split images of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
You're just on a lower level.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I haven't gotten the chance to finish watching the rest of the lesson Apostle Tahar did earlier today, going into IUIC. Pretty much giving the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or saying that the name of Yahweh Shai is the title. Once again, leading the sheep astray.
Mm-hmm.
But they know better than Christianity. And the lady, the end of that was on I don't know if they was on her podcast or whatever show that there was on. But she was asking, well, what's his real name then? Because I call him Jesus, and then they have like some, I think like a Nation of Islam dude there, or Muslim, whatever, whatever denomination he run with. But yeah, they yet again, proving it wrong why it's more important to have the name, because it's the foundation, as the scriptures say. It's the building block. If you don't have the name, you can't call on nobody.
Nope.
As Romans 10 and 17 says.
Yep.
How should they call on or 13? Yeah. How can they call on somebody if they have not heard his name? Or if they don't know who they even looking for, and that's the problem with Israel.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know who they're looking for.
Right. Hey, Jake, it's that stiff neck, that that 2/3 of the nation of Israel has. All right. Hey, this truth has a simplicity and a complexity in the simplicity that it has. Okay? Why? Because it ultimately takes faith.
Yeah, that's that ego getting in the way.
Right.
The pride of the knowledge of this world. Of what you think you know.
Mm-hmm.
John, and when you step into the truth and the light of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you have to accept that you know nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be retaught. You have to give everything up of this world.
Being new babes.
The scriptures. Paul spoke about the renewal of the mind.
God.
Being born again.
Yeah.
As Yahweh Shai said.
5. And then.
God.
This is Acts 5 and 31. Him. You want me to start at 30?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It says The power of our fathers raised up Yahushai, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him hath the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins.
Now, who was that going towards? All right, what Yahushua did, what Yahweh did, right? Sacrificing his son. All right, but just like how Isaac was doing the same thing with now Abraham with Isaac. All right, that was just a showcase of the love. All right, that Yahweh has for Israel. But not only that, for his son, that his son not only when he got hung on the tree, that he was going on for his trials of his the life that he was living. All right, that he had to first and foremost what's the word I'm trying to, the words come in.
Did he have to atone
for himself, and then what he did for the elect and also the whole house of Israel. All right, because Yahushua sits on the right hand side of Yahweh, which we know there's no other powers that sit next to Yahweh. There's no other gods, but we know that Yahushua sits on the right hand side of Yahushua.
Right. Hey, because it is Yahushua who was counted faithful and true and worthy of the praise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because that is the only spirit that Yahweh himself have made.
Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
So if and this is I'm just speaking in retrospect, right? If I'm the Most High, something that I made is going to be more precious than that you made.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I put my hands to it. All right, and this is how Yahweh feels about Yahushua.
It's
his favorite.
It's his favorite son. Yeah.
Right. That's why he's the only begotten. He's the only one that can carry the name. He's the only one that could carry the exact blueprint under Yahushua. Slaki under Yahweh is Yahushua himself and him alone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, even though we are joint heirs with Yahushua, all right, he is that much higher than us. All right, because he was ordained by Yahweh to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see when it says Savior again, right? That's letting you know Yahweh Shai, because his name means deliverer and salvation. All right, and that only belongs to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, it don't belong to no one else. All right, he's not coming to save nobody but the elect of Israel.
I got to preach just to back up what you were saying to bring out that point. In Hebrews 7:27, it says, "Who needeth not daily, as those high priests, to offer up sacrifice, first for his own sins, and then for the people's. For this he did once, when he offered up himself."
And that was Yahushua.
Right.
Yahushua did that. That's if you don't know what love is, you just heard it, man. All right. When people say they know what love is,
Right.
That's true love, man. Because without Yahushua, we all be doomed.
Right, and that's was talking about Yahushua's previous, he sinned not as Yahushua in the flesh, but when he was in the flesh as Isaac, as King Solomon.
Yeah.
All right, if you could receive it, if you understand reincarnation, it's easy to see.
Mm-hmm.
When you put, the things that there's so many scriptures that link, and even Yahushua said himself that he is the son of David. All right, in the book of 2 Samuel, it goes and says how Solomon, well, it was speaking about Solomon, but hinting towards Yahushua, how, and connects them, how his kingdom is going to be everlasting. Well, Solomon didn't have an everlasting kingdom.
Yeah.
But that is promised to Yahushua.
Come on.
So, when you get into the scripture, that will be revealed if the Most High gave you the eyesight to see it.
Come.
It
it always go back to that. The things that happened before in time that is going to happen again.
Right.
All right.
It's just the building up of the story.
Yeah. It's like everything that happened back in the ancient times is going to happen again, but on a higher frequency of righteousness, man. When Yahushua gets his kingdom. because it's going to be a
we're
kingdom.
going into perfection.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's being perfected, throughout the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we get closer to the end, we're closing in on perfection.
Right.
Israel's being brought back into righteousness through the prophets and the example of the elect. All right. And when Yahushua comes, he's going to perfect us, fully. And then that's going to be the standard, in the kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's how Yahweh ordained it. All right, He ordained it to be that way.
Yeah, declaring the end from the beginning.
Yep.
So it was already perfect. Of how what we doing right now is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
What we did in our past, it was going off, but it was perfectly how the Most High executed. Had the story written.
God. And as I said a couple of lessons ago, Yahweh is He is the balance that weighs the scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, as you see that perfect is right there.
Right.
All right, He's that.
The balance, and they're both balanced. There's not one higher than the other. It's balanced, right?
All right, and Yahweh Shai is the judge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, He's the tipping point to each side. All right, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh allows that to be done through Yahweh Shai. He says, okay, this is the left hand, this is the right hand. This is what it is. Okay? You wanted 1 John?
5 and that was
1 and 7?
Yeah, 1 and 7.
This is the book of John, 1 John chapter 1 and verse 7, and it reads, "For many deceivers are entered into the world who confess not that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist."
So those are the ones who don't believe that Yahweh Shem Shai did come. All right, which those who said that he didn't, but he did come. He came as himself, as Yahweh Shai, which he'd been here multiple times, like the brother was saying, reincarnation. All right, and that's going towards for the elect. 1 John 5 and 7.
God, he came in his perfection.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he came in his heavenly. He came in the heavenly body. All right, after he rose, from the sacrifice. All right, that's just the indication. But he had to walk in the flesh. He was the only one that could do it, and still be perfect. All right. Oh. Got it.
Yeah. So we getting down to the tribes of the lesson, right? Because that was the name. So to understand that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is our power and our power alone, which understanding what the names mean and how powerful and how very important it is to have the name, definitely in time of Jacob's trouble. All right, because without that name, you bound to drizzle. There's no way you're gonna be saved, man. If you don't have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, or even if he's not dealing with you, man. All right.
Where you want me to start?
Yeah, we're gonna go from 1 to 28. Yeah, because I'm gonna do each tribe.
All right.
Yeah.
This is a.
Because I got it in Hebrew too, so I can say it.
Conca.
All right, Genesis 49 and 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll make sure I was okay. It says, "And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days."
So Jacob he called his sons, his 12 sons to him, all right, and he was letting them know what was going to happen in the future, all right, which we are there right now, all right.
"Gather yourselves together, and hear ye, sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength and excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power."
So Reuben, right, which it means in Hebrew, Reuben is the older brother. It's Rahabin. Rahawaban.
Ra'awaban.
Ra'araban, which means see, it's a son. All right, and that's the Simeon Indians. Okay, so the Indians, the Simeon Indians always had that royal classification with them as the way they wear the garments that they wore with the fringes. They always had that superior. They were still in that mindset. All right, like what they wear. When you look at the history of them, you can see what they wear, how they carry themselves. You know what I mean, and things of that nature.
Reuben is also a warrior tribe.
Yeah, con.
So, I believe that's Reuben, Benjamin. I think it's Gad and Manasseh.
Yeah, Gad and Manasseh.
I think those are the
the warriors.
Yeah. Verse 4 says, "Unstable as water, though thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to the father's bed, then defilest it. He went up to my couch." Is that what that says? It's like it's I got the 16:11, so I just want to make sure
Oh yeah. I'll grab it real quick.
I read it right.
Oh.
I ain't read that in a minute.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
I haven't read it in a minute. That's why I just,
Almost there.
He's at the end for his couch,
Yeah,
right?
couch, yeah.
Oh.
All right. So here, Reuben, like I said, what the brother was just saying, that Reuben was a warrior, but how was he taken down by Esau? All right. So he was taken down by Esau. I believe the war when that happened was when they went down with Spain at that time. If I'm correct? The war that when they got.
You ain't gotta go that deep.
Okay, con.
Yes, you ain't got to go that deep right now.
Okay, con.
But, yeah.
All right.
But that bed and the couch is because
He slept with
Jacob's
concubine. Yeah.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
Come. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations.
Simeon, hold on. And Simeon is Shammai. Pardon me pronouncing these words. Some of them I can get. Let me get it. Shemaima one. Means affliction, head, and herd.
Yeah.
And they're the Dominican Republican, and Levi is Lawanga, joined to me the Haitians.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Why I say Republican?
Yeah.
I would have no Republic. It's a Republic right here in my face. Okay.
Yeah.
And the brothers, they shared islands.
With Levi,
Levi means joined to me, and those are the Haitians. Okay, so the Haitians and the Dominican Republican,
Dominican Republic.
Dominicans.
Yeah,
There it is.
Dominicans. Yeah.
Sluggy on that. Kind. They both shared an island together, and they both were heavy in witchcraft, man. All right, you could really tell from that side of of the lines, they're really heavy in witchcraft.
Yeah. Hoodoo voodoo.
Yeah, voodoo.
Verse 6 says, "O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly, my honor be not thou united.
Mm-hmm.
For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall."
So like I said, it's that I can't pronounce the other one for Dominicans called Santeria and voodoo, right? They're that witchcraft, and the people were spiritually divided together, man, because they were coming at each other, having that evil eye towards each other.
You got Benjamin that's been big into that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But it all starts with the women.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to continue on?
Come.
All right. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He
Crouches.
He cooched. Or is it crouched?
It's crouch.
Crouched
as a, I'm missing a letter there. Crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall raise him up?
So this is the Negro tribe, the head tribe, which Yahushua came from Judah, right? Because he came from the lineage of King David. So this is portraying to the Negroes, the so-called Negroes, which Judah is Yahweh. All right, which means Yahweh thanks. Okay, and also Judah is going to be the one that's going to get the vengeance on Esau, right? Because it's going to be the one who's going to be doing that is Yahweh Shai. It's going to be putting down the enemy, Esau.
Well, all the tribes of Israel are going to get their part, but is Judah who leads the front. All right, Judah is the first to the battle. Okay, Judah sets the standard. Yahweh Shai set the standard. So the nation, the tribe of Judah is going to set the standard, for the other tribes.
Sure.
All right, because, the rest follow the head. What the head does, the rest of the tribes,
The body will follow.
Yeah.
the body will follow.
And
Just like as the Wicked T.I. used to say in that fight game, hit the head, knock him out in the head, and the body will follow.
I'm talking about that Def Jam.
Def Jam, yeah. We were just talking about that yesterday. It's like That's why it made me think of it.
That was pretty. It was in the first one.
God.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and speaking more on that, the other tribes are gonna know that Judah is the head, and they're gonna, like the brother was saying, Judah is the head, and the rest of the tribes will follow. All right, because that's the image.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an order.
Go on.
I was going to say right here. Verse 10, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
So you can go to find that lineage of the kings, because Judah is the line of kings, and Matthew's 1. All right, Matthew 1 shows that lineage of the tribe of Judah.
God, we're all, and the nation of Israel is going to be full of kings and priests. All right, because it has been ordained by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and I gotta just to prove the fact. All right, and this also pertains. All right, this is going to be the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse. I'm going to start here in verse 24, and it reads, "Therefore, as the church is subject unto Hamashiach, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything."
Okay.
All right, husbands, Salakia. Let me start at 23, Salakia. This is going to be the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 23, and it reads, "For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach," all right, which is Yahweh Shai, all right, the anointed one, is the head of the church, right? So Yahweh Shai is the head of the church, all right, and he came out of the head tribe of Judah, all right? So as Yahweh Shai is the head, all right, so proves the point in order that Judah would be the head of all the tribes, Okay? But Yahushua being first over all, over every single man of the nation of Israel, over every single woman. And we know all things are subject, but we're talking about our heritage, our order, and our history. All right? Of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? Continuing on, is the head of is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Right? What body is that? The body is the church. All right? Which we understand that Yahweh is the head. Yahweh Shai makes up the body.
So he's the head of man.
So he's the head of man. All right? Continuing on. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Hamashiach, so let wives be subject to their own husbands in everything. All right? Hey, and this is no different from us being subject unto Yahweh. All right? By Hashem Yahushai.
It's that divine order. Right.
It's that order. We are likened unto a woman when it comes to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. The church is in order. The church is vulnerable without. Hey, we're vulnerable without our husband. All right, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
We're doomed without him.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, we are left out in the cold, bare, naked, and have nothing.
And we don't want nobody else.
Right.
But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
All right. And Salaki, I just wanted to prove that point because we was talking right there, and I was there. So, Salaki, go ahead.
Genesis 49 and 11. It says, binding his fowl unto the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in a blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
And that's just showing that, Yahweh Shai, drank a lot of wine, And you can see, his depiction of what Yahweh Shai looked like in Revelations, I believe, 1 and 13 and 14. When it gives you the depiction that what he looks like, all right? Yahweh Shai drunk wine, man. He drunk his wine.
Yeah. That teeth white like milk, or white with milk, it can be a symbolic of his truth.
Okay.
Clean. What's coming out of his mouth is pure doctrine. Okay.
Undefiled.
Undefiled.
Right. Verse 13. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for an haven of ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon.
So Zebulun is Zabawalam. Wait, Zabawawa. Zabalawa.
Zabawalam.
Zabawalam.
Walam.
Okay, and it means dwelling. It means dwelling, and this is the Guatemalan Panamania.
Yeah, Guatemala to Panama.
Panama. All right, and that's speaking on Zebulon. Back then it was called the Mayans at one point. All right, and then
it's fucking sticker.
Huh? Yeah. And it was just talking about the placements of where they were when at the time when King Solomon used to come to here at that time Americans where they didn't live here but they set up shop when they were coming here to get resources and to take it back. All right. And then yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass, crouching down between two burdens.
So Issachar is the so-called Mexicans, which means
Yashashakor.
Yashashakor means he is hired. And everyone knows that Issachar is hard workers, man. All right? They're hard workers, man. They perfection is good when they get down when they work, man. All right? But It was talking about the land. All right, Issachar becoming slaves to the Spaniards. Okay, at this time. All right.
Come and then Salakia, Issachar. These are all characteristics of the tribes of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are things, and these are some key points that are being pointed out. You know, so if the Spirit bear witness, you know, with if your spirit bear witness with Yahweh Shem Yahushai's spirit, these are some of the characteristics that you will carry.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
If you're of those tribes.
if you're of the tribes.
And you can see, you know, Issachar is really the easiest one to see. You know, that's, you know, spot on. The other ones, you know, you gotta have to dig and look, but you know, there's always that spirit that come out, but you know,
Gone. This is just a few indications.
yeah,
You know,
When you
like you go straight to Issachar and then, because what is it says that the spirit bear witness, okay, and you know that line up. Exactly, you didn't know, and then. You know, you also go into the characteristics that Apostle Gabar just brought it out in a lesson earlier this week. That Issachar was, you know, the astronomers. You know,
mm-hmm.
they you know, were the stargazers of our nation.
A video of Issachar.
You know,
saw that?
And you know, well, that's where you know, what did they have? They had the Aztec, you know, calendar.
Gone.
You know, so that's, you know, another example. When you read deeper into these tribes, you'll understand, you
The
know,
characteristics with them, and you can see them from the time of then and the time of now. Ain't nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun.
I'm gonna start back up. Verse 15, it says, "And he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse's heel, so that his rider shall fall backward."
So we know that Dan. We know that in Revelations 7 that Dan doesn't have the what's it? Dan is sprinkled in, isn't it? The northern tribe, or all throughout the tribes? Yeah. So Dan is throughout all the tribes, because Dan, there's no 12,000 coming out of the tribe of Dan. I mean, tribe
in
of
Revelation 7,
Yeah.
you know, Dan is not there. You know, there's no clear indication. Of
Exactly.
What
or clear account, you know, in the scriptures that says exactly what happens to Dan. You know, so we know, you know, scriptures like was that Malachi 3:16, you know.
Yeah, that tells you
That you know, the Lord, from the Lord's mercies, Israel's not consumed.
Yep.
You know, that Israel won't be done away with. The Yahweh Shem Yahshua won't do away with none of his people. So the only, you know, thing that we know is that they, you know, probably were dispersed throughout
of the other nations,
the other tribes. You know, that's the best way to say it.
Right.
For we know in part, we prophesy.
I was just that was the spirit. I was just about to. I was fixing my lips.
But you know, who was a Danite? Samson.
Yeah, and he was a warrior.
Right.
Which the 17 talks about how Dan was warriors and strategic in war. They were very strategic. All right.
All right. Got it.
Verse 18, it says, "I have waited for thy salvation, O Yahweh. Gad, a troop, shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last."
So we know that the Gad is the North American Indians, which Gad means troop. And how were they taken down? Then you can see the history through the Trail of Tears, all right? How they came over, and was it Christopher Columbus? And then they did what they did to the northern Indians, man.
Right.
Or it's like almost genociding them. They come in showing you how to live and how to take care of the land, and then you switch up on them like that, you know.
Right. You could see how Gad, all right, through historical accounts, even through Hollywood, all right, Gad is overwhelming, all right, when it is wartime. Okay, they tend to overwhelm, right, the troop, okay, because they're warriors. They have that warrior spirit, all right, that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has imparted unto them. Okay, so this is the reinforcements of the nation of Israel. What is that word I'm looking for? Not only reinforcement.
The arsenal.
No,
the concrete.
No, the cavalry, the reserves. You know, of the nation of Israel that makes up that warrior. All right, there's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai knows exactly what he's doing. Okay.
All the time. And don't get it twisted, Esau, that God will get his get back. All right. The elect. All right. They're gonna take you down. What goes around come around. All right. So they're gonna get their get back as well.
All right, you got it.
Go on. Verse 20 says, "Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties."
Asher is happy, and that's the Colombia, Argentina, yeah. And it means happy, and it's Asher. Asher. I hate my grammar. Asher. Slacking on my language, man. I'm in my pronunciation.
Pronunciation. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, what did Yahweh shout?
Isn't it Colombia, Uruguay?
Uruguay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colombia, Uruguay.
Yeah.
Uruguay.
I thought you said Argentina.
No, I was looking at the wrong.
That was the.
Yeah, I was my eyes.
That's Naphtali.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, I know that didn't sound right. Yeah. So.
It's Colombia,
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
All right.
That's Asher. Asher Colombians to Uruguay.
Which they're more like more happy people.
Yeah,
that's just what they name.
Yeah, their name means happy, but they tend to be a little bit make the best of a bad situation with a smile. If you really ever known anybody from Uruguay, Paraguay, Colombia,
Yeah, I never met no Colombian.
Yeah, it's they make the best out of a bad situation, and for real, like I can truly say that, as Jake does through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Come on. It says Naphtali, verse 21. Naphtali is a hind or hind. What is that? Can you look at that word? Hind. I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Is a hind.
Hind.
Yep. Hind let loose. He giveth goodly words.
Naphtali is Napata La
Yeah.
No, so
Napata La yeah.
Napatalaya.
Yeah, Napata La yeah.
And this is
Can you say it fast?
yeah.
Hey, you gotta say it slow.
I'm trying to say it. Napatalaya. Does that sound
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Means my wrestling, and this is Argentina to Chile. Okay. And and it's so in that verse, like they move around. Okay. They move. What's it? Verse 20? 21. Yeah. So they never sit still. It's and talking pleasable. All right. Peaceful, yeah, kind of. Peaceful as speech. Very peaceful people. Natali.
very the word you're looking for is very you said peaceful peaceable people, very uplifting. Is that what you're? Yeah, you're doing your hands out. So that, I'm thinking like uplifting.
Yeah. The what?
Hand to
The word that I was trying to say, another one came, and I was.
It's all good.
Yeah, God.
Verse 22. Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the wall. The archers have sorely grieved him and shot at him and hated him, but his bow abode in the strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty power of Jacob. From thence is a shepherd, the stone of Israel.
So we know that Joseph is the head tribe on the north would be Ephraim, okay? Ephraim and Manasseh, but it's Ephraim because the blessing which Isaac blessed Ephraim, Jacob, so like the water, that blessing, all right, was for Ephraim and then Manasseh. So Ephraim is over Manasseh, even though Manasseh is older than Ephraim, all right. Which Ephraim are the Puerto Ricans, and it's Aparayam means I am fruitful, all right.
Hey, and
see how many kids that he has.
Right.
Yeah, and they do have a lot. That they really took that be fruitful and multiply, all right. Because there was a time, was it the Spanish War? The Spanish War, yeah. And they almost was, it was too many of them, so they couldn't take them all out. So, all the kids that they have,
Gone. Hey, this Yahweh Shemi Shai knows once again what he's doing and why he does it.
Yeah.
All right, and only he knows. All right.
Because it was talking about both tribes. Joseph would be Ephraim and Manasseh. So it's Cuba as well. Cuba.
Manasseh.
Yeah, Manasseh. I'm looking. Yeah, Manasseh made to forget the Cubans. All right. So Joseph, the two tribes is Ephraim and Manasseh. All right. And then and for 23, that was just talking about Ephraim, Joseph and Ephraim having a lot of kids when the Spaniards came against the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans to make war with them. But you find that out. That's in that 1522. That 50. Yeah, you said don't go too deep. So yeah.
Good. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, verse 25. Even by the power of thy father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the signs of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breast and of the womb. The blessings of the Father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors, unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of his head, of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil.
Right. So, verse 25 was speaking of how fruitful Puerto Rico is. That's a very what's it? A land of a lot of. They got a lot tropical animals. The food is very
Abundance.
Yeah, abundant. Very abundant. That's a very abundant land, right? And in Puerto Rico, the resources that it has there, all right. And the northern and the northern tribes both were separated, kind of just like how Joseph was separated with his brothers, okay. For verse 26, and then 27. Benjamin is Banyam. Yeah, Bunyam. And that's son of the right. All right, and it's the West Indians. All right, so it's basically you so-called Jamaicans. All right, the Jamaicans, which you're not Jamaicans, you're Benjamin. So it's not Jamaican man, you're Benjamin man.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. That was Israel's favorite, favorite son.
Right. It was
One of his favorite. Joseph.
Yeah.
That was his baby boy.
So Joseph was the favorite. Then once he got, sent, then Benjamin became.
Well, he always had
He had a favorite because he loved his mother.
Joseph was a son that did everything for him.
Right.
He loved him out of that respect that when he needed something done, he knew Joseph would get it done the right way, that he would do it, and he could, if you read that story, that's his son right there. That's my guy.
That's why he got
the ace.
The jacket many colors. Yeah.
The one that got all the his apple of his eye was Benjamin.
Right.
Because that was from his woman.
His favorite wife.
Favorite wife. Yeah.
His love. Right. So it goes to show you, all these scriptures can go into a many different parables and stories about each tribe.
Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Each captivity that we've been in. Mm-hmm. Right. As the northern and southern kingdom.
It shows you that the curses
clung onto us all.
To us, yeah. And you can tell that when you think you're doing it and you're like, man, why is it the hell all these things is happening to me? Well, you're under the curses still. Until Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua get here to lift the curses off of us and pit them on our enemies, man. The heathens and Esau Edom, man.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. We're going to go ahead and close out, and we're going to give all honor and glory and praise unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listen learning, and to the Baishit that without the house of David. Till the next time, we say Shalom, Wad Abba, Kram Yasharallah. Shalom.